Hello Leute, we're speaking French today. Bonjour. Okay, so hi, welcome again back. So the reason I'm doing this today is because I wanted to test out Duolingo in French. And I speak French, and let's give some background to that. I have been speaking French since my whole life. I went to school in French for most of it and then did French immersion, which is in Canada where you do half French, half English, and then I continued it on through university. So I speak it fluently. I might have a bit of an accent these days because I don't practice it as much, but that doesn't mean I'm not fluent. So to all you haters out there, I'm just kidding. Okay, recently I wanted to try Duolingo in French because my grammar has not been as good as it used to be. So I thought maybe I could brush up on some grammar, but I wanted to kind of do it and see how good it is because I've been doing German in Duolingo and I've been loving it and I feel it's been great for me. I know so much. Ich weiß viele. First of all, so when you do Duolingo, for the first time you pick your little language, you go and click, what language you want to learn. I want to learn French. I'm going to be French. And I think there's two reasons people want to learn French. And only two. Number one is either they live in a French-speaking country, like Canada, or near a French-speaking country and they want to connect to that business. Or they're trying to be posh. Those are the only two reasons. No, maybe you're married to a French person. I don't care. The point is, so you go to Duolingo, you pick your little language, and then it asks you, do you want to just start from the beginning or do you want to do a placement test? So since I grew up speaking, I was like, I'll do a placement test. I'm not going to start from le, la, les, vous. So I did my little placement test and it was very easy. I 100% for sure knew as I was doing it that I was getting everything right. It placed me, so in total there are 8 levels, and within those levels are many different lessons that could either be called travel, weather, I don't know. And it placed me in number 4, so it placed me halfway through being like, okay, you need to do number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 5. So it's telling me I needed to do more than half, even though, like I said, I 100% for sure knew I got everything on that placement test correct. So already I was kind of like, maybe I am dumb. So I did one already. I did one lesson. It was at work. And I was surprised. And you can see in the tips, it's it taught me words like danseur and danseuse, which means dancer. Which, first of all, if you know English, that's pretty obvious. And second of all, I already knew that, and I know the feminine, I know what feminine and masculine is. I know that. I was a dancer growing up. I'm going to do a lesson here. I'm going to do school 3, which should be, let's hope, easy because I did most of my French speaking at school. So at first it's teaching us the verbs apprendre, comprendre, and prendre, which all end the same. I believe they're the ending ER is the first group of verbs, and then I think it's RE and then it's IR. Those are the different kind of verb endings for the infinitive that you can have, which I remember learning that in school, and they're not teaching you this here. So keep that in mind. But they're teaching you how to do the ending for verbs that end in RE, which is cool. Nous comprenons, vous comprenez, elles comprennent, and so on. So I'm going to start my lesson and see what we got going here. C'est grâce à toi. Okay, knowing that already, I know that means it's thanks to you. Correct. J'adore les mathématiques. Who does? I love math. Je veux comprendre ça. I want to understand this. It's fun. This is very easy for me. I'm not going to finish this lesson because I'm not learning anything. Furthermore, like I said, I wanted to do this because I wanted to brush up on my grammar. That was all present tense. There's a cat hair in my mouth. What? Present tense is the easiest one. It's the one I do not have trouble with. So that's good. That's water. That, guys, hydrate. Feels good. Now let me have a sip of coffee. Just kidding. So level 3, you're still learning, or no, this is level 4. You're still learning just present tense. And as I go down, I mean, one of the lessons here right after like school and family is Paris. What? And then shopping, leisure, hotel, more shopping, more leisure, money, going out. So this is really making me think that this is all catered towards the posh people. Like I said, there's 2 people who want to learn French. People who live in a French-speaking country or near one, or are married to a French person, or the posh people who think it's posh to learn French. And so far I'm seeing a lot of that: going out, leisure, shopping, Paris. Cooking maybe is both, unless you go in and it's all like coq au vin or cordon bleu. These categories are weird to me, especially as I'm going down. I'm seeing a lot of stuff like obviously in that school lesson I just did, it was like we were learning verbs. We were learning the verbs that end in RE, which is great. But wouldn't it be better that was its own category? Like, I'm gonna switch to German for a second. Conditional perfect. This is like its own thing. Perfect too, more perfect. Passive voice. There's special ones for like adverbs, more present tense. Oh yeah, there's like dative case and genitive case and all that. Accusative. So I'm curious why they don't specifically have that for French. Is it, like I said, because it's catering to the people who want to be posh? Because like as I go down, I don't really see specific ones for verbs. And growing up, taking French classes, like a huge chunk of my life, so much importance was placed on verbs and different verb tense. Even I don't see like past, future, like basic things like that. So it's just weird to me. Yeah, I don't know. French is weird. So like you heard me speaking French through there. I can obviously speak French. In Canada, I think our French education is awful. And I really wish there was a tool, like Duolingo, sure, do it, but like I wish there was something that was like better for Canadians to learn French. Because we are forced to learn French here, like we have to do it in school. And so many of my friends, and I was asking some of my friends about like their experience learning French. So I obviously did French school, but some, like if you don't, and you don't want anything to do with French, you still have to. I think it's from the 4th grade to the 9th grade. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. About 6 years. I was better in languages than math. You're forced to learn French. It's called Core French. You take it like once a day or whatever. You have one French class for 6 years. And I was asking my friend, I'm like, what was your experience like, and what do you remember? Can you speak French? What is your knowledge like? So one of my friends said, my friend Pat said, I did French grade 1 to 9. I know 0 French. Eggs are like oof. Which made me laugh. So he didn't even just do it from 4 to 9. He did it from grade 1 to 9. And all he knows is oof, which is, it's pronounced F, but like, great. I'm glad something stuck. My friend Amrutha said, I took French grade 4 to 10. I don't remember anything other than numbers and some words, which is like, good for you. That's great. I might be able to ask for the washroom. Very great. I remember French teachers speaking in English a good chunk of the class, even if French was their mother tongue. What? Why? Wouldn't it be good to surround them with the culture and being in that mindset? Like, my friend Alfred says, all I remember is they would play us a TV show about a talking French pineapple. Maybe some of you know what this is. Look it up if not. Just French, ananas is the French word for pineapple. My friend Dylan said, I just remember funny words like pantaloon is pants, which is not exactly correct. It's pantalon, which is spelled differently. And shower is douche. I know that's immature, but I was immature when I learned it. And that's fair. If it gets you to remember it, great. And then my other friend said, I did kindergarten to 12 completely in French. I know enough, but my accent was never fixed. Which is kind of blows my mind because I actually don't remember when I learned French, but maybe it was when I was in kindergarten. And my accent was always like fine. It was a French Canadian accent growing up. Nowadays it's more English, but that makes me think that the people who are teaching her had English accents, and that's why. But like, is there a shortage of French speakers in this country, in the world? French is like one of the main languages, right? Isn't there like a billion countries that speak French? Why does no one want to teach us in Canada, where one of our national languages is French? They don't want to come and teach us proper French. I don't get it. Also, I don't understand why everyone hated French classes growing up. You were like getting free language classes for free, and it's easy, you're surrounded by it. You go to a grocery store, every product has the English on it, and then it has the French. You can easily practice. Everyone was like, boo, I want to play basketball in the park. I'm bitter. The point is, try it for yourself. Try Duolingo and French for yourself. Like I said, I'm a big fan of German Duolingo. I've even started doing Japanese Duolingo, and I can say like 3 sentences and I'm super proud. So yeah, let me know how your experience learning French was. If you want to learn the language, tell me why you want to learn the language, because I only can think of 2 reasons. Okay. Au revoir.